Hi, I'm Candy Michael from Pal, Ohio, and I wanted to show you a fun technique using our embossing folders from Stampin' Up. The embossing folder that I'm going to use in this project is the Merry Melody 3D embossing folder. And I've listed out the different Stampin' Up products that I'm using on this sheet. So it's going to be my cheat sheet, but I also put it here in case you want to refer back to it. You can order from my Candy Stampers website, candystampers.com, and I also do have a host code that you can order, candystampers.com, through October of 2021. So I want to go ahead and show you this cute card, just doing a little technique using an embossing folder. I had promised this after my last week's live video, so I wanted to follow up and make sure I get this out to you. So again, we're going to be using this beautiful Merry Melody 3D embossing folder and quite a few other products as I go along. The stamp set that I will be using is going to be Forever Fern, and it has a cute hello and to a friend that makes me smile. So I just thought this was the perfect card for what we needed today. So let me show you the card, and then I'm going to show you how I made it. Oops, I forgot my inside piece, which I have right here. I just forgot to glue it down. So we'll glue that down on the next one that I'm actually going to show you. So let me move my pieces out of the way so I can bring over my embossing folder and machine. Okay, so I have my embossing folder, and when you use your folder, you know on these that they have like a flatter side and a side that is raised. So the side that we want to use is the side that is flat, because I want to put some yellow color on here, which I'm using the Pale Papaya ink. I love that name. And you're simply going to just flip open your ink pad. Now these ink pads are a little more cushy, so they don't really slide or glide across as easily as we want, but we're going to give it a whirl anyway. So we're going to just slide it across there. Oops, wrong side. Slide it across here and just get a little bit of ink on here. And then I will show you what happens once I run that through. And you know, I found with this particular card that I made, it was more of like a grunge look than it was, you know, anything else. That was just the name I came up with, more of a grunge look. I'm going to just move this over here because my machine will take up a little bit too much room on my space there. So I'll run it through. And now this came out a little more, not quite as yellow as I wanted, but it's very, very pretty. The other one I used, the original card, I did use the So Saffron, so it's a little lighter yellow, but this is gorgeous too. The papaya has a little more of an orange color to it. It's gorgeous. Okay, let's see. Next, what I want to do is run. So with this embossing technique, it's only going to get the back part of your folder because I used the flatter side of the folder. So now the white is raised, and I'm going to just simply drag my black ink pad over the top of that. And when I do that, I do want a piece of paper underneath me. I knew I forgot something. Okay, so I'm going to simply just hold this down and drag it across. And this is where I ended up getting more of like that grunge look. And at first, when I first did my first sample, it really bothered me. But the more I looked at it, the more I thought, you know what? It just kind of adds to it. So if you love this look, I know a lot of people like that grunge look, then give it a whirl. Give it a whirl. Okay, so that was my Memento black ink that I used. I'm going to move my embossing folder out of the way, and I'm going to keep building for you. So the base of my card is Smoky Slate. And we're going to just go ahead and fold that up. It's 5 and... Where did I put my bone folder? It's 5.5 by 8.5. Apparently I left my bone folder on the other table, so there we go. Okay, and then I have a piece of my black cardstock, and this is 5 by, 5.25 by 4. 5.25 by 4. It's a basic cut that I do all the time because it's just a little bit smaller than the front panel there. So I'm going to go ahead and, I did not want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and glue this onto the front of it because I have to put my ribbon down before I glue that back piece. So I almost got ahead of myself. So I love this Tombow glue because I can slide my piece around if it's not perfectly straight. There we go. So I wanted to put it onto my black mat first, and then I want to add the rest of my pieces and my ribbon because this ribbon has to be taped onto the back of here. So I almost jumped a little bit too far. So I'm using the TaylorMade dies, and I love these dies. They've been very, very popular with my classes, but you get 2 different shapes of the dies and the tags, and I really, really liked that. So I'm using this. I did cut the very end off so it would be flat and will lay more flush to my card ending there. So with this, we're going to bring our black ink back, and I am going to ink up To a Friend That Makes Me Smile. And we are going to put that right into the center of our circle. This is one of our scallop circles from the Layering Circle dies. I love these. They have so many different sizes in there, so they're great for many, many projects. If you're a scrapbooker, you can cut photos out. For all your card making as well, you can cut all different sizes. So here's my hello. Cute. And then this card actually goes together very, very easily. So we're going to glue this on. Oh, I want to put on a little piece of twine on here. I thought the twine was kind of a cute little accent to my card. So I simply just cut off a piece, and I'm going to pull it through just like this. And I'm all fingers here. Oh. There we go. And then I'm going to tie a cute little bow. So you want to give yourself enough string here, enough of the twine so that you can tie a bow. If you make it too short, you might struggle. But see how sweet that is? So anywhere from like 8 to 9 inches should be plenty. And you can always add more than that. So then this is going to just get glued down flat. Flat gluing here, and this will go right up to my end, and I put it right up to the edge there, and I want to leave enough room to hang my little white piece down, so I'll move it up just a tad. Okay, and then make sure that looks straight. There we go. Now I can put my ribbon on, and that is going to go right under here. Well, not under, but under that little piece of twine. I could have pulled it out after. But we're just going to put this around, and this is our beautiful, what is the name of this one? This is the glittered organdy ribbon, and this is in our annual catalog. By the way, on my notes that I had showing you at the beginning, I have next to the page number, if it says AC, that means annual catalog. And if it says mini, then that's our current mini one that I tend to call the holiday catalog. But it's really, on the front cover, it's known as the mini catalog. And this one is from, oh, it says from July to December. So this is the mini that I'm referring to for 2021 October. Okay, so I just used tape, put that on the back, simply put down my panel here. But again, I promised you guys a technique using an embossing folder, using Stampin' Up! Products that I love. Pretty soon, the end of this month, I'll be celebrating 25 years of being a demonstrator. Woohoo! My boys grew up with me doing this. Okay, so next I'm going to put this on here, but I do want to pop it up with some dimensionals. And I'm going to put just one at the top. I like to make a triangle when I do these. It just seems to sit better on my card. So I'm going to simply do this. Pop it up right about there. Yay! And then lastly, and thanks for visiting me today here on this video. Lastly, I'm going to use our cute little loose flower flourishes. And we do have a papaya flower. So I'm going to pop that up right there using a glue dot. And I want to bring back my little sheet here that shows you what I've used. I do have the item codes, and again, I do have a host code, and you can go right to candystampers.com and you can shop there through my Stampin' Up! Site. So please stop by and give me a wave and order some product. I will be sending out some fun embellishments and gifts to anybody that places an order of $50 or more from my website using the host code. So please stop by and do some shopping. And if you're interested in doing what I do and want to share the love of Stampin' Up, you can also join my Stampin' Up! Team. I'd love to have you. The more the merrier. And oh my gosh, you guys, it's been a great hobby and now a business for me for several years, but it can certainly be a fun hobby. So come and join me. Here's my beautiful card. I hope you enjoyed this video. And stay tuned, there'll be many more. Thanks. Also, on my Candy Stamper site, you can see past videos from my YouTube, Facebook Lives, I should say, that I did put on YouTube. But of course, you can see them on my YouTube channel. Thanks again for stopping by. Have a great day. Bye.